I'm Kate Scholl. I'm an intensive journal consultant living in Australia, and I want to share with you today a little bit about my experience of using the intensive journal method in my own life, as well as leading the workshops. I lead the workshops in-person workshops here in Australia, all around the country, as well as quite a few of the workshops that I offer are online. I want to share a bit about why I have continued to use this method in my own life for 40 years. I first took the intensive journal workshop in Chicago when I was studying at the Loyola University there. Found it such a wonderful tool for me in my life. At the time, I was in transition, and it just helped me so much through that time to explore what I really wanted, what was important to me, and also to connect deeply with my own resources, to be able to feel like I was living my life, not living someone else's life. I was pretty young then. I was in my 20s, which is a time when often we're a bit vulnerable to what other people think we should be doing. So the intensive journal process really helped to ground me. And one of the ways I continue to use it in my own life is to center myself. This is a constant need in my life. Which has never gone away. The need to just stop and to notice what's going on and to be aware of this movement that's happening, to be aware of what I'm feeling, to be aware of what I'm noticing, to be aware of other people, of the world around me. And so by using the intensive journal process, it helps me to do all of that. When I sit down with my journal and my pen and my paper, and I begin to write, I just find it's like I turn a switch that says, this is really helpful, a switch that is claiming joy, is claiming connection, and it's saying that I am valuable and what I'm feeling and noticing is valuable. It helps me to articulate and to name what my experience is. And I might begin my writing with a time of quiet, of what Dr. Ira Progoff, who created the intensive journal, calls twilight imagery. And he calls it twilight imagery because it's that time between waking and sleeping, just like twilight in the daytime as the sun sets. It's not completely dark yet. There's this twilight. That's one of my favorite times of day, actually. And in that twilight, in my quieting, images might arise and awarenesses and memories, and I just record those. It's a way of connecting, as Progoff says, beyond the surface, to move a bit deeper in our life. We all have a depth, and the intensive journal method, attending workshops, participating in this process reminds me that we have a depth, that there is so much more to us than we realize. And it gives me an opportunity to tap into that and lots of different ways that I can do that. So after I've had a bit of time of quiet, twilight imagery, then I'll just begin to write what's on my mind. Maybe it's an experience of an encounter that I had with someone that stays with me. Perhaps it was beautiful, perhaps it was disturbing, or a combination of that. Or maybe it's in a project I'm engaged in and I'm really excited about, and yet I'm not quite sure where it's going. So there's a section called the dialogue section in the journal, and I can take my relationships with people, I can take the projects, the works, the things I'm giving my energy to, I can take that to the dialogue section. And the methods that Progoff teaches us that we learn in a workshop help us to open that up and to see, what is this experience of my life? saying to me, where is it leading me? Where is it guiding me? And I can just notice that and move on with that.